Lil Zay Osama linked up with Lil Durk and was on his
Lil
way up in
Durk.
the industry. But now his whole career and life might be over after he
Gang.
allegedly
Oh,
snatched a chain from a jeweler and ended up in a wild helicopter
I might have to make a song with this thing off. That shit gonna be crazy.
chase with the cops. On December 15th, 2023, news broke that Lil Zay Osama got locked up in Chicago on robbery and gun charges. He's been booked for guns before, but nobody was expecting the wild story that came out about the situation.
I ain't gonna lie. I still feel like him getting booked for that stuff was crazy. That shit shouldn't have happened like that. I feel like he was loafing for real. And why would you be inside a car that y'all did a robbery at? Like, that's not the smartest thing to do in the world. That's not the smartest thing in the world to do. I don't know if anybody ever told you that, but that ain't the smartest thing in the world to do. And had a J on. I mean that's
Lil Zay was riding around Chicago with his homies Jeremiah Dawson and Trayvon Garland when someone
bro, and bro, you got some homies that look like this. If y'all get pulled over, bro, they snatching y'all out the car. This, I don't know, folks, but he look like he telling. This nigga look like a felon. Fuck you talking about? They ass is getting booked, and he got all the jury on. They is getting booked. You get pulled over, my nigga. This nigga look like a thug on phone. There's no way around it. They pulling y'all ass out the car. Don't let it be the jump out boys. You done for, nigga. Shit. That's probably what happened though. No cap.
Lil Zay was riding around Chicago with his homies Jeremiah Dawson and
Hopefully he get out though.
Trayvon Garland when
What the hell his next say? Doc Boys, T Dot Boy, Tupac. Hold on, no, that should say R Dog. What the fuck? I can't tell. I don't know.
Lil Zay was riding around Chicago with his
Road Boys.
homies Jeremiah Dawson and Trayvon Garland
Folks look like Funny Mike too though. He ain't slick.
when tipped off the police that the whip they were in was connected to an armed robbery in New York. The cops spotted them at a shopping center on 2155 22nd Street and started following the whip. And that's when Lil Zay Osama and his homies tried to take off. They were speeding down the street and almost hit a few people. Usually the cops don't get into high-speed chases anymore because it's dangerous. But a bunch of different police departments joined in from all over the city and started chasing them down. Zay and his homies were able to avoid him for a little while, but then the cops brought in the helicopter and it was pretty much over at that point. They tried to hop out and run away, but all three of them were arrested immediately. Running from the police is already a serious charge, but when the cops searched the whip, it got way worse for Zay and the other dudes. They found a Glock 29 with a laser and an illegal switch that turns it into a machine gun, plus another Glock with a 50-round drum magazine and a scratched off serial number. The guns were bad, but when the cops booked Lil Zay, they found out that the chain he was wearing might be connected to an armed robbery that went down in New York. He was booked for possession of a machine gun, possession of a firearm with a defaced serial number, and theft of stolen goods because of the chain. A week before Zay and his homies got booked, a celebrity jeweler in New York named Benny the Jeweler got held up at gunpoint. Benny has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry like Nicki Minaj and Usher, and he's also been icing out the hottest artists in the city like Ice Spice. Lil Zay Osama got some pieces from Benny the Jeweler too, but rumors say he's the one who set him up to get robbed. According to another jeweler named Leo who talked to the New York Post, someone called Benny up in the middle of the night and wanted to buy some pieces from him. Benny went down and opened up his shop, and that's when some dudes with some guns came in and stole $1 million worth of ice from him. Benny the jeweler's been in the game for a long time and probably wouldn't open up a shop in the middle of the night unless he knew the customer, and that's why a lot of people think Lil Zay set him up to get robbed. It's not clear if Zay was actually there when the robbery went down, but if the chain he was wearing when he got arrested is from Benny's shop, then he could easily get tied to the case. The situation isn't looking good for Lil Zay, but he hopped on Instagram and said that he's going to be getting home sooner than everyone thinks. It's not clear what's going on behind the scenes with the case, but even if he gets out on bail, it's clear that Lil Zay probably won't be staying out of trouble. This ain't even the first gun charge Lil Zay got picked up on in 2023.
Hell no, he always getting booked for gun charges and shit. Back to 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 back. That'd be tripping. Need to move different or get some legal guns. What you talking about? You too big and too old. You too grown at your big age to not have no legal guns. Well, if you can. He probably can't even get no legal shit for real.
January 2023, he was booked for another strap in Chicago, and he ended up going viral a month later after his mugshot leaked. And in September 2023,
He was off them pills in that mugshot.
going viral a month later after his mugshot
His ass was
leaked.
busting.
And in September 2023, Lil Zay went viral again after he was arrested in the middle of an IG live session for allegedly leaving a Glock with a switch inside his Uber. Lil Zay Osama was talking to his fans on live while walking down the street in New York when the cops pulled up on him and booked him for the gun.
What's happening?
Just put your hands on your
Put your
back.
hands behind your back. We're gonna sort it all out. We're gonna sort it all out. What is going on? We're gonna sort it all out. I'm the man. I'm just asking. He's being detained right now. So back up. I'm just. Thank you.
Lil Zay had allegedly hopped out of his Uber and left a Glock inside with a 50-round drum and a switch. And the DA allegedly brought up the lyrics from his track Danny Block when he raps, "Pussy boy know how I play it. I hope this song right here don't get in the
Hold on, wait.
Thank you.
Lil Zay had allegedly hopped out of his Uber and left a Glock inside with a 50-round drum and a switch. And the DA allegedly brought up the lyrics from his track Danny Block when he raps, "Pussy boy know how I play it. I hope this song right here don't get in the hands of the feds. Hey, I just got a brand new Glock with a 50 and a switch. I just popped one of my ops. I'm finna go do another hit." A lot of people were talking about the story, but after Lil Zay got out on bond and allegedly beat the case, he hopped on IG and called out DJ Academics for telling people he left a gun in the Uber. Lil Zay claimed he never left anything in an Uber and aired Academics out for incriminating him. Zay also raps about the situation on the track Got It No Mo and said, "But I lost my brother to this shit, and I lost my cousins to this shit. Got caught in New York, they say I had a switch. I wouldn't even buy that shit. Fans know I'm innocent." It's not clear how everything shook out on the legal side, but it seemed like Lil Zay was in the clear until he caught this new case. Lil Zay Osama's been popping off in the industry, and a lot of fans were shocked he got caught up in a new robbery situation. But rumors say he blew through the advance Warner Brothers gave him for his record deal and had to go back to the streets. Zay isn't the only one allegedly robbing people for their ice though. In the beginning of 2023, the news broke that one of his chains got snatched, and people started clowning Zay for it on social media. According to rumors though, nobody actually snatched the chain off his neck, and Zay ended up getting it back. He allegedly left the ice at the Airbnb in Chicago when he was going to pick up his daughter, and that's when his assistant stole the chain and ran off with it. Lil Zay has been involved with robbery his whole life though. He came up in Chicago and started hitting licks around 12 years old, and not before long, he was getting locked up in juvie on small cases. His dad was in and out of jail his whole life, so Zay's mom had to raise 6 kids on her own. She tried to keep Zay and his siblings out of the streets, but he was such a bad kid that she ended up losing her job because the cops were coming to their house all the time, and CPS almost took Zay away from her. When he was just 15, Zay got booked on house arrest and had to wear an ankle monitor. He wasn't gonna just sit around the house though, and one day, he decided to chill with the homies on the block. A fight broke out down the street, so they all ran down to see what was happening, and that's when someone started letting off shots. Lil Zay took a bullet to the chest that only missed his heart by an inch, and after the doctor saved his life at the hospital,
He blessed as hell. What the fuck? They tried to take him out. No headshot. They said they don't want no points. They tried to take that nigga out. He got lucky as hell. God blessed him for that shit. An inch away from your chest, from your heart is crazy. That shit crazy.
he woke up handcuffed to the bed for violating his house arrest.
I don't know what I'd do. And he got shot while violating his house arrest. Bro, I would have been in the crib. Like, after I survived that shit, I would have been in the crib for the rest of the probation. Fuck you talking about? I would have been in there, boy. Y'all Twitter, bro. Babe, what would you do first day you violate your probation? You been in the house all day on house arrest all year. As soon as you go outside try to violate your shit, you get shot in your chest by your ops, and then they hit you 1 inch away from your heart. You almost died, shorty. Yo, man, I'm in the house. Huh? Right? Like what?
And booked on another charge was up, but Lil Zay had some other charges going on at the same time. He had been rapping and singing since he was 8 years old, and Zay started laying down his first tracks when he was around 10. After he hopped off the porch, he was trying to make his own money, but all the OGs he came up around were never helping him out. On the track Changed Up, he raps, "Mama was struggling, daddy ain't there. You was playing with 50K up in my face.
I could have robbed you, I could have shot you, but nigga, my loyalty go a long way.
Robbed you, I could've shot you, but nigga, my loyalty go a long way. And you You spending that
Spending that shit on some kicks, but how can I trip? That's your feet at the end of the day. But bitch, I'm your homie, so how could you leave me? I had to struggle and show you fake.
some kicks, but how can I trip? It's your shit at the end of the day. But bitch, I'm your homie, so how could you leave me? I had struggle and showing you fake. Hey, Zay was broke and trying to get his rap career started, and he was ready to do whatever it took to get things popping. He had a homie who wanted to shoot his music videos, but didn't have a camera. So Zay set up other video directors and stole their equipment for his homie to use. Zay's fans were surprised when he picked up a new robbery charge after he already had his name buzzing in the industry. But what makes the situation even more shocking is how he already got one of his own friends killed over a setup. A lot of dudes think you gotta look like a rapper to make it in the game, so Zay would rob people for clothes and jewelry to flex in his videos too. He was hustling hard to make it in the industry, but then all the robbing caught up to him and ended with one of his homies getting killed. Back in 2016, Zay allegedly set up a music video director named Ray Money. According to rumors,
Setting up Ray Money is crazy. His ass, he said, I ain't going for no little niggas. I'm going for the big niggas. He said, I want the main director. Shit. I mean, they do got the best shit, but damn, fool. Like, folks not going for that.
Zay called him up and asked him to shoot a video. But when Ray got to the spot, one of Zay's homies was there to rob him. Zay's homie came around the corner with a gun, but Ray Money had his own strap and they ended up getting into a crazy shootout. Ray got hit in the hip and survived, but he shot Zay's homie in the head and left him dead at the scene. Lil Zay was taking losses in the street, and at 16, he caught a more serious case and got hit with a life juvenile sentence. He was supposed to be locked up until he turned 21, but the paperwork got messed up and they released him at 19 instead. When he came home, Zay hopped right in the booth and started putting in major work. He finally popped off with the track Changed Up in 2019 and hit over 70 million views on YouTube, and that's what led to him signing a major deal with
Hey y'all never see me shoot a video with Diamond Visuals. Fuck Diamond Visuals.
and hit over 70 million views.
This nigga right here, fuck dude. I hit that nigga up years ago. That nigga leave me on red, never respond. Fuck dude. Now when I come up and I get 70 million views, he gonna try to shoot my shit. I'ma say fuck dude on gang. Fuck dude on bro. That's all I gotta say. Fuck dude. And his page ain't even busting no more. When he was back then, like he was busting and he thought he was the shit. That's why he went. What he say? 5,000, 10,000 a video. Bitch, who you think you is, bro? You only got 100,000. Nigga, that's what people be failing to realize. You gotta charge your worth, nigga. I understand you going crazy right now, but nigga, you still gotta charge your worth, nigga. You is a videographer, my nigga. You got 100K. You getting views off of the people that's doing videos on your page, not off of you, my nigga. Who are you? Nobody knows what you look like. Nobody even know you. They know the people that's on your page, which means you gotta charge your worth. Nigga, I understand that, nigga, that's why your page ain't busting no more. I ain't got nothing to say. Just look at his views. He says,
YouTube.
I never do shit with buddy. He weak as hell. Fuck dude.
What led to him signing a major deal with Warner Brothers. He still had one foot in the trenches though, and a video came out showing Zay and his homies putting hands on an op they caught at Planet Fitness. He even raps about the situation on the track Pick Your Homie Up and said, trigger finger itching, don't get close to me cause I'll get nervous. I'll get to blicking. Drooling with me itching, tune with me itching. Shorty would have been dead if we ain't catch him inside Planet Fitness. Lil Zay was becoming one of the hottest new rappers in the game, and linking up with Lil Durk gave him even more shine. But instead of
Damn, it ain't even safe at Planet Fitness no more, y'all. Let's gotta be smooth when y'all working out. Niggas be trying to catch they ops everywhere. No, I ain't gonna lie. Motherfuckers do be at the workout places tweaking. I be hearing all type of stories. Motherfuckers be out there stealing people tires. Niggas do be dying outside of Planet Fitness and 24-hour fitness. I think that's the same shit. But hell yeah, gotta be smooth.
staying in the studio and keeping up the momentum, he's been outside catching cases and fumbling his own career. He was racking up millions of streams from 2019 to 2022, but getting arrested all the time definitely slowed him down, and his latest projects barely made any noise. Now he's facing some serious time if he doesn't beat the new case, and at this point, it looks like his time in the spotlight might already be over.
His ass tripping, bro. You need to go sit down and focus on music. Bro, stop doing that other shit. The streets ain't cool, kids. Stay out of it.